What's up, you guys? I'm here with my first video, and this is my client. I'm only gonna get better, you know what I'm saying? But y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm only gonna get better. Y'all support. We're gonna go. Let's go. Alright, you guys, here's my client. I didn't get a good 360 video of his hair before we started cutting, so here's some pictures of how he started off. Alright, so the first thing I did was pin the hair up. We're gonna hit the bottom of that area with the Andis teeth outliners, and we're gonna put the line in the shape of a triangle. I wanted to create a burst effect, and if you put the line in straight, it's just gonna be a regular fade. So I just want to add a little flavor to it. Alright, I'm also making sure that my ball line at the bottom is straight. Because if you make sure that your lines are straight, your fade will come out clean how you want it. Alright, so I'm just trimming the hair down with a 1.5, so that's a 1 guard with the lever open, and I'm just cutting down that bulk so I can see what I'm working with. Alright, so I'm coming in with the lever open, and I'm gonna go up about 1 inch, and notice how I'm creating that line in the shape of a rainbow, because I want to create a burst effect rather than just going up straight. Alright, so I closed the lever and I put on the 1 guard, and I'm just trying to get out that open lever line that I just set in. So I'm just fading up, trying to get out that middle line. Alright, so I come in with the 1 guard, lever open, so that's a 1.5, and I just try to take out that top line. Alright, so then I close the lever and come down to the bottom of the fade and try to flick out that bottom line. And notice how I'm pitching the skin when I'm trying to flick out that bottom line. Sometimes you might have to pinch the skin to make it tighter to get out those little hairs. So now I just put on the 1.5 guard open, and I just try to get some of that bulk at the top off. And this right here is just a little detail work. Alright, so now we at the back, and I just put on the 1.5 guard with the lever open, and I'm just cutting down that bulk to see what I'm working with. Alright, so now I'm just gonna set in a ball line at the bottom of the fade, and we're gonna get it started. So I just opened up the lever and I'm gonna go up about 1 inch. All right, so I just come in with the number 1 guard closed, and I just try to get out that middle line. All right, so I come in with the lever open, 1 guard still on, and I just try to get out that top bulky line. One thing you need to know about the back, it's a little more tricky than the sides because you got the parietal lobe in the back. So it's like a little dent in the middle of the head. So it can be deceiving how your fade is looking, but if you just believe in your skills and trust your clips to do the work, it'll come out looking clean. So I come in with the half guard on, closed lever, and I'm just trying to get out that open lever and the 1 guard closed, and I'm just trying to flick it out. Sometimes it can be hard to get it out with the open lever, so that's what I'm trying to do. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I'm only using the corner of the blade in certain areas because I only need the corner of the blade. Sometimes you don't need the whole blade to get out one little piece of hair. You don't need that corner. If you use the whole blade, you might nick something that you didn't even want to cut, so that's what I would suggest. Alright, so I put on the 1.5 guard and I close the lever, and I'm just trying to get out that bulk at the top of the fade. Alright, so I take off the guard and I close the lever, and I'm just trying to flick out that bald bottom line at the bottom of the fade. Now I have the lever open, just doing a little detail work. Yeah, I appreciate him so much. This is not my first haircut, but this is my first piece of content that I can release out to the viewers. So I appreciate him so much. He bet on me, he didn't have to, so you don't even know how much I appreciate this. Alright, so I'm taking my liners and I'm trying to flick out that bottom line. Sometimes it can be hard to flick out that bottom line with a closed lever of just your fading clip. And I'm not gonna show y'all the right side that I faded because it's the exact same steps as the left side. So we just gonna go ahead and hit him with the liners. Alright, so I'm gonna comb down the baby hairs. And I'm gonna just go ahead and trim it down with a 1.5 guard closed so I can lay his baby hairs down. That way his front line to be more crispy. Most important part of the haircut. Let's get it. And I just start off using the corner of my blade, making that C shape, taking my time. He had a little nap back there, so I just wanted to trim it down. No need to rush this part. Using the corner of the blade, find that curve, and once you hit it with the liners, the fade just come together. For my first cut, well, not in my first cut, for my first piece of content, I think I did pretty good, but y'all gonna see the end result in a little bit. So he had another little nap right there, so I trim that down. So we about to hit this side with the liners.
Made it to LA, yeah. Finally in LA, yeah. Looking for the weed though, trying to make my own. Calling for Maria, lost without Marie, lost without Marie, lost without Marie, lost without Marie. Made it to LA, finally made it to LA, finally made it, finally made it, finally in LA, finally made it to LA, finally in LA, finally in LA, finally made it, finally made it, finally in LA, finally made it to LA, finally in LA, finally in LA, finally made it.
Yeah, man, I always knew I could cut. I was cutting my brother's hair. And shout out to my brother for all the beats in this video. I will put his contact info in the description. You can hit him up. But I was cutting my brother's hair, and I always knew I could do it, but just telling myself, well, I don't know if people like my cuts and all that, but you know, I gotta stop judging myself and sometimes let others judge my work. So I'm about to hit the front line. This is the most important, so I'm gonna take my time and watch it come together. Watch this. So just take your time, start off in the middle of the head and work your way to the corners. I'm proud of myself, you know what I'm saying? Taking that step, stepping out, believing in myself. You know, you gotta bet on yourself sometimes. Matter of fact, bet on yourself all the time. You know, you can do it. Just take that step and watch it come together. Got my boy looking crispy, fade blurry. Man, blessings. Here's the finishing result.
Made it to LA, yeah. Finally in LA, yeah. Looking for the weed, though. Trying to make my own, though. Calling for Maria. Lost without Marie, lost without Marie, lost without Marie, lost without.
Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Share with your friends. Blessings.
Made it to LA, finally made it to LA.